Hello YouTube, I am Pi and today just gonna play some matches of this deck. I think this is what I would submit in a tournament right now if it was if I wanted to submit blue black stock. I think probably the Oculus version is a bit better considering that like the metagame is very aggressive, at least on Magic Online, but if you expect a bit more nuanced metagame, I think this list is quite strong. So we're playing 4 snare between main and side. Card is of course awesome versus aggro, but it's fine also versus like Eldrazi and Mirror, so it's a nice catch-all at the moment. Then I'm playing one Kaito in the main and one in the sideboard alongside a Jace. I think those two Planeswalkers help in the grindy matchups, and like I cite them in also versus the combo decks like Belcher Storm, etc. It's always nice to refill your hand when you just need to trade 1-for-1 resources, so they kind of act like a psychic frog. And Kaito especially, of course, also put pressure on the board because you have force and ability, so getting to tapping out is not terrible. I'm also playing for Thoxis, that helps the Planeswalker plan, and for Bowmaster. I'm playing Zero Tamiyo. I don't think Tamiyo is exceptional right now, but I think I just want to play as stock as possible. I'm playing 2 Shieldred's Edict between main and side. I think the card is probably the best to mana removal at the moment because, of course, in Mirror kills Kaito, kills Murktide, but is also fine at like resolving a Johnny or other annoying permanents that you struggle to beat. And then the rest is just made to beat the other decks in the meta. I'm playing a couple of spell bombs, mostly for prowess and aggro decks, because of course nowadays aggro decks are graveyard decks because of Flage, Delirium, etc. But they came in handy also in other matchups. Like I said them in a lot actually, also versus Eldrazi, because Spellbomb is like the opportunity cost is so cheap. It's a cantrip and triggers push, so it's kind of nice. This build is mostly for Ascendancy, but of course I expect also to face some mirrors. And also Explosive is mostly for Ascendancy, because you need to deal with the Urza Saga tokens and Moxen, but you can sweat that this also versus Prowess because they play a dozen of 1-drops. Then I'm playing Third Harbinger. I think the card is fine versus Amulet. I expect Amulet to be very strong at the moment. It's one of the decks I would play if I wanted to win a tournament. So I like to have a good setup. I think the matchup is alright, but it's always better to respect it. And Harbinger is also fine versus Eldrazi and other matchups. Sphere, like random decks that can't respect it. Let's see, like I made 2-for-1 in a row. I just lost a couple of variance games. Also, like Harbinger is fine versus Ascendancy. I can expect Ascendancy to be more and more popular. This is a deck that is kind of complicated to play, but is picking up popularity. Also, Mango streamed that and made some results. Okay. Yeah, I think the hand is fine. Windswept it might be Boros. Also, that is kind of annoying, not gonna lie, because This will get value immediately. I think it's probably alright to play these, mostly because if they play a 1-drop, I don't want to play Thoxis, for sure. And if they play another 1-drop, I can fetch a Survey land. And if they play a Giant, of course I fetch a Basic Island. Ragavan, okay. Yeah. Not very good. Decide to not dash the Ragavan also, that's kind of wild. Okay, Swamp Go, I think. Yeah. But beats. This was like, the end was incredible. Yeah, now I draw push. Maybe it's just better to play Psychic Frog and pass with Island up. They also have that. Okay, that's enough. Enough bullying me. Wow, like the sure. Maybe I was thinking about playing Snare on the Bombardment, but I don't think it would have mattered. It's just too slow. So we are on the play. I think I keep the Harbingers and side those 5. They usually side out the Thoxis. And I also thought this like the 4, so I think, yeah, just like this should be fine. I'm not very sure about the Kaitos. I think like this is fine. Like I don't want this much else. Yeah, this keepable, I think. Oh, interesting land. I think I graveyard whatever any non-land I graveyard, mostly because I have a super clean line with the Harbinger. If I get to stick it onto the battlefield. Voice of Victory. Okay. Well, I think I need to play Bowmaster. It's not great, but might be fine if they end up like they can't cast. There is a card they can't cast. Seasoned the Pyromancer. That's very good versus that. The Fable. one turn too late, I think. And also, like, I didn't hit the third land drop. Okay, so with this on the battlefield, though, they shouldn't be able to... they can't really discard, right? Okay, if they have this, they can discard. There is a fledge. Wow. Okay. Just like a super peak. So, like, yeah, okay, sure. I mean, I had a couple of lines to kill them with the Harbinger, but I was not so lucky to draw land and I lost. It's fine. I think is like again, like this is a random game. Game 1, they have the nuts. Like, probably the best stand I've ever seen. Game 2, I don't find the land with double preordain and lose. I think it happens, but we are a bit unlucky. I don't think I had different choices. Okay, this one is fine. Roosevelt Bridge, okay, we are playing Pauper. I think we take the Solitude, it's the only relevant card. So, yeah, I think it's fine to pass like this, representing something that I don't have. If they play Flage, I might... Oh, they don't, okay. See if they have another land. Blood Sun, okay. I don't think it's relevant. Ooh, okay. It was a pickup for sure. You can go. Destroy your lands. I think I trade Sablety for... like, I can also just... yeah, probably forcing this is better. They don't want to play Flage, apparently, I don't know why. When my lands didn't untap, I was very, very nervous. Okay, they didn't draw Solitude. That's good. They can deal with the Kaito if they have Prismatic, so I know that, but. They need to see the line, like it's not super obvious. Alright, they see the line, nice. But they also have these. I think I would sublety that and give myself another draw step to find what I need. 1 or 2 draws, I think. Of course, on top. So. Yes. So, all the abilities except mana abilities. It is not terrible actually. I'm thinking if I should play it probably to keep the pressure high. They don't seem so super like it's probably, yeah, I should have dealt 1 more damage. Maybe I should have been a bit more reflective on if I wanted to cast the Solitude or not. Sorry, the second Murktide or not. You should be at 6. I don't know why they are waiting so much on the Flage. This is very good. Hopefully they don't draw immediately the answer. But also like Flage is strange in their deck because I take the greedy line. Nice, it worked. Yeah. Echo Master dead. I was thinking if they were waiting for a dress down or something to make Vedi out of Flage. Okay, this is very strong. Nice. just have one less color. I had a friend that usually played this deck. Played it for a while, kept winning. I don't know. Then I stopped going to the local game store. So with the Planeswalkers, I think I want to dispute. Shoulder Edict is probably alright. Spell bombs. I think I can get rid of the snares. Cut down and pushes are probably not worth. I can also save down. Keep just one push to Shieldreds to deal with the creature. Thinking about the scoldings, but like I'm not knowing what they play exactly is strange. So I think I would just play a light sideboard plan. It's bad. I'm still thinking about the boards game. Those are like the kind of game you play for a win and in a Pro Tour slot, and they have everything. Like it's no sense. No sense. But usually, like I beat boards recently in the previous leagues I played. In more normal games. Like they always had those kind of cards, but I also did something basically. Yeah, like that Voice of Victory that was super precise. The right card against my hand. I think I can keep this kind of hand, like they did nothing game 1. So I don't assume they have an aggressive deck. In terms of development, of course, not in terms of creatures. But like this hand is like gets online on turn 5. I have a Flooded Strand that can fetch the right card. I also think that probably if we counter the Blood Sun, the hand starts to be very, very worse. Okay, this is cool. So game 1 they did 0 stuff on turn 2. Meaning that I don't expect them to have something. Yeah, exactly. And I think I want to counterspell the Blood Sun mostly because... yeah, I think I can keep this. Mostly because... they can't untap and play a monster. Or just play the Lotus Field. Mm-hmm. Past. I think I would counterspell this. Like this deck is probably very strong versus Eldrazi, of course. probably Blood Sun, I think. Yeah. Okay, I mean, like, it's not the best, but at least it came in a fine turn for me. I think I want the 5th land drop. Hopefully now they don't have Lotus Field plus Bomb. Spiral of Canal is fine. This would be sexy to play, but I think it's probably alright to just sublety whatever they do. Even if they do nothing, I would sublety. That's fine. Now, if I draw land, I play in a way. If I don't, I play in another way. I think with this, let me think. I think, yeah, I need to toxic them for sure. Teferi Solitude ending. Teferi Solitude ending. I think I take the Teferi or the Solitude. The Solitude is better to take. Nice. This was one among the best, of course. I think it is fine as long. Like, I have this Shieldred Edict, it's not. Oof, okay. Well then. Sacrifice a Planeswalker of your choice. I just had a Creeping Shield on my belly that I didn't play the right one, the right mod. Red, blue, results. 3 mana, do nothing, sure. Okay. So I know the end is ending plus unknown. Sure. I'm F6. I'm not sure if I want to play the kite or not. I think it's pretty fine actually. So this attacks for 7. If I put this, so 7 più 4 11 o 7 più 3 10, doesn't change. So I would surveil 2 and draw a card. I can pass. If the prismatic, I force. So they don't have a 5th card to put in the graveyard for Fledge. Yeah, like nowadays the control decks are much easier to deal with this deck. Like before, when I used to play MurkGuides like a couple of years ago, I know it's it's been a while, but when I used to play those decks before, control decks were bad, but now I think they are kind of fine, unless they play a ton of halflings and stuff. think I probably pitch a Murktide. No. I think if they play Flagem, I might let this resolve, like it's not super problematic. This is much worse. Yeah, I think pitching the frog is fine. Puts it on top. I think it's, I would have just played the card here. Okay, so this is free, I think. This does nothing. Thinking if I want to play another Murktide just for value. I don't think it's worth though. It's very better to just pass like this. If they play Solitude, it's fine. Because I can just stun it, attack, send them to 6, they untap. I attack again, send them to 3. And at that point, maybe I play the Murktide. Yeah, probably it was fine to play Murktide actually. Now that I can think of, it was probably right to do so. I should have. Like, it just the fact that it's a 3-3 kind of disincentivizes me to play that, but it was fine race-wise. It was actually the best move. So they can't play Solitude and yeah, okay. Or resolves. Yeah, I have little. I force them to do something, to act. This kite is just very strong card of Magic. Very strong card to be fond of. I think I played the last one on stream, and then the video would be too long otherwise. I think I like to do small videos. Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe I can swap a force from them into the side, but I think the problem is I don't want to get like in the second game we played. I just draw the snares and they were completely dead basically. So that's a problem. I think, like, of course, modern is like 30% boards, etc. But then you will always face something that is not whatever you expect. And with this deck, I think you need to respect it because you're playing a control deck. That being said, I mulligan. Okay, then it's better. I think I bottom the second Bowmaster, not knowing what I'm up against. Polluted Delta, okay. Okay, hello. It was fine to play the preordain, I don't know. Edge Maids. This can be something unexpected actually. I think I want lands mostly. Yeah. I go for it. I go for this Bowmaster. I can fetch Island, I think. I force them to do something, otherwise I act. Okay. Oh, another consider. I thought Twiddle, okay, is that deck. Is this new basically? Is basically Lotus Field combo deck. Wow, the graveyard, the Sylvan's crying. Not sure what they are looking for. Implying I'm not dead, because if they graveyard a Twiddle though. Maybe they're looking for something to do. Oh, Figo. Okay, nice. Sure. Of course, knowing this deck was this, I would have played a Psychic Frog. Dream Creep, okay. Stock up. Someone, like, I just saw the deck list. Okay, this deck list was not playing any stock up actually. Or consigned to memory, so this is just something a bit old school, I'd say. Funny thing, if I draw Harbinger of the Sea, they die on spot. But okay, they let me on top. Nice. So nice gift. Okay. So now I think I can fetch a bit more aggressively. Just have all my colors online. I think I want either a real counter or oof, okay. So it's not even worth, right? Just better to pass and see what's up, like holding up, like pretending we have something. Of course, the best card to draw would be Thoxis. see if this resolves. Well, I don't think I have lines with preordain. I can fetch the maybe basic forest if they play. First to find. Okay. So it's likely that their end is stuff. Go. Sure. Probably Kaito is faster. Okay. Rewarded. You have to say rewarded. External plus and shoot. Okay. So these consigned to I don't think like it's actually good for them. I'm not sure what is the plan. For sure, I don't think we want that pushes and shoulder edict cut down. So we have stuff. I think playing more counters and planeswalkers can't be this bad. I can cut maybe a cling. Even solid is terrible. So I think like this is probably fine. I don't know. I decided consigned to memory to be clear because I expect maybe the 2 mana artifact. I forgot the name. Defense grid. So if they have defense grid, I want to have an extra counter. And now it's a bit too late, I think. Okay. We drew the lands. Maybe we should have mulligan this. I think it was a very, very optimistic keep. I have a couple of cards that are bonkers versus them, but it's not obvious that I drew them. They kept 7 quite fast, so I think they have either a Lotus Field or a way to probably like interactions. I think they probably have a Lotus Field. Okay. I think it's probably not worth to play the Bowmaster. I'd rather just hold up interaction. Okay, now it's pretty fine. Because of course they can't kill me. I think if they don't have like Arboreal Grazer, they go Summer. Okay. So I target myself. I can target the army, right? Because it grows. So I put one top, one bottom, okay. Sure. Now that I drew these, I think I want to pass, and if they do nothing, I would play another Bowmaster plus Cling. If they act, he might do something. They can play another Veil if they want, but doesn't work. Okay. We draw like really a lot of lands. So I think I want to play Kaito this turn. Like the card I'm looking for is mostly I think I can keep a force, but also like I wanted Thoxis specifically. I got nothing, of course. It's fine. They can play stock up again. Sure. So I draw 3 cards, like 2 plus a scry. Let's see what they do. I mean, I might be dead, but I accept it. I did nothing for a lot of turns, and Lost in Flames, okay. I'm thinking if I should cling to dust the other Dream's Grip. Because if they have nothing, I might be fine. I think they are going off with not much material. They can Into the Flood my Kaito and play Consider, or just play stock up. Time to flash back the stock up. Okay. Mm-hmm. And now what? They can flashback the float mode, like it's fine. It's probably a nice move. Another stock up, okay. So now flashback. No float mode, meaning I can untap with Kaito, I can attack, send them to 11. The problem of this card is you never. Like the ninjas you control emblem is something you don't do very often, I think. We are very, very far from drawing something relevant. I think I pass. Okay. So they made land drop, they played a couple of Twitter. I don't think they have more in hand. No, my poor kite. Okay, that dies. Sure. That's how they win. Now we finally discovered that. Another land, bro. That's fine. Cinque, 4, 3, 2. So if I play the frog, I win next turn. So it's no, but I think I win. I win in 2 turns if I play Bowmaster, but you have one more draw. They build like 3 stock ups. It's incredible that they achieve nothing basically. Yes. I'm at 12. That's something I need to keep in mind. I'm not very high on life. Funny enough, I played 0 counterspell this game. I just played Double Sink into Stupor. That is like the only counterspell that bypasses Veil. We probably have Otawara, I think. Another Lotus Field. Okay. They want to consign the trigger. Okay. So I think I would just play the Bowmaster. And want to play Cling to Dust on the Grape Shot, the scary card. Okay. Lord. Nice. Yeah, so I think I need to play 1 pre-combat. Because if they have like a Mystical Dispute floating 3 blue, I can play the other one post-combat. With them going top it out. I force the issue basically. It's incredible. I think they did really nothing. And this was the end of the first video. I think I will play the second, play now the second and post it after this. So stay tuned.